Welcome to my Siege of Shanghai tank guide. Positioning in vehicles, especially tanks, gives you an upper hand on players who don't position proper, increasing your chance of survival. This guide will show position spots I tend to use. Keep in mind that none of these spots will make you invisible. You will always have a vulnerable side or a way for the enemy players to approach you, since that's the way the game was made. But you can increase the chance of survival, definitely. I will position my tank while showing you enemy spawn points and ways to survive and cover the flag. Siege of Shanghai is challenging for a tank if the enemy team is rooftop happy, but the spots I'll show you are rather simple but deadly in the right circumstances. Starting with US side, Alpha flag is a hard flag to take alone, as the enemy team spawns inside the flag or outside the flag, making it hard to cover all the sides once you're inside capturing the flag. I would recommend staying outside the flag on this spot and try to cover your infantry. Note that you can destroy the stone barricades to prevent enemy infantry to have cover, or to head glitch your infantry over those little walls. You can also use the main road to try to clear the left stairway. On Bravo flag, the enemy spawn points are in a 360 degree around the flag, making it very hard to capture the flag. But if you go below Bravo into the garage, offering you cover and protection from spawn bones, the enemy will wonder what is below the flag, as they will probably imagine it's an infantry guy, but it's a fucking tank instead. Once the revolution is set, Charlie becomes a nice place to fight on the main road. The enemy will spawn on the pillars across the ruins of Charlie, and from Bravo Bridge you have a perfect angle to take them out. Heading to Delta flag, the best spot I use to clear Delta roof and cover the flag spawn points, I would go to this corner, which puts me right behind the enemy spawn lines, offering me great cover versus incoming enemy vehicles from Echo and giving me a needed angle to take out the people on Delta roof. Echo flag I wouldn't recommend attacking with M1 Abrams, but if needed, these two basic spots on the beach side can make you harass the enemy and maybe give you a surprise attack on the tanks that are approaching Delta. Try to avoid main roads as much as possible, and try to use advantages of thermal camo to fool the enemy around the building corners. So let's check Genocide together, shall we? Starting with Echo flag. This beach side spot gives you a nice position to intercept players running inside the building on Echo. Be careful that you don't pass the little stairs on my right, as you can get shot into the side and receive an unnecessary mobility hit. And you can also cover enemy tank spawn point, which will spawn once the enemy team controls Echo. Wait for infantry before you push inside the flag for the burn. Delta flag applies the same spot as it is for the US side. Charlie flag. This spot around the corner gives you a perfect position to deny enemy team to support Charlie, as they will spawn on the pillars next to you, also offering you great cover versus vehicles on Bravo Bridge. Bravo flag applies the same spot as it is for the US side. Alpha flag is hard to take as Chinese faction. Use these barricades as minimal cover to cover some of the spawn points. Once the flag is neutralized, you can use this parking slot for your tank while you're capturing the flag, which will give you some basic cover. For gameplay footage featuring positions on Siege, you can always look up my commentary videos where I played on Siege of Shanghai. And that's it for this guide. I hope this was informative and that it helps you play this tank unfriendly map a bit better. Leave us a like to support the effort and consider leaving a subscription for future guides and contents. Cheers!